At the start of the competition, 40 determined amateur chefs set their sights on winning this year's MasterChef title.
Come on, let's go! Push, 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 push.
I'm right under it now.
That's it, stop! Stop!
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
That's beautiful, it's beautiful.
Can I have a chip?
Thank you. 3 ravioli made, only 87 to go. Best dish you've done in the competition so far.
Faster, faster.
Go, let's go, let's go!
Now only the 3 most talented remain.
It's MasterChef Final. The trophy is still a million miles off. But there's only 3 of us, so it could be mine. I've got good odds. Let's just see what happens.
I'm absolutely not going to give up. I don't want to get this far and then not lift the trophy, but these guys are good. Of course I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight hard.
It's the biggest thing I've ever done. I've always wanted this. Petrified at what's in store as well, because it would be life-changing.
Now either Tony, Emma or Simon will be crowned MasterChef Champion 2015.
I can't wait for the fight. These 3 are awesome.
I was born in Brighton. Brighton was a fantastic place to grow up. I do remember the summers being very, very hot, and we used to spend a lot of summers down on the front. I'm very, very close to my 2 sisters. My mum was a stay-at-home mum. She cooked for us every single night. My dad worked in computers. He used to travel all over the world and collect air miles. So we were very lucky to have travelled well, to have been introduced to different varieties of food from quite an early age. I have a travel business that I set up 12 years ago. I really enjoy what I do. I get to travel quite a lot, eat lots of nice food in lots of nice hotels.
We've been married for 10 years. We met in a pub. We got talking because we love travel and food. Our love blossomed into children.
We've got 4 daughters. I probably would keep going and having more children if my husband would let me, but there's absolutely no way. Carl, his mother was originally from Algeria, and a lot of the food that she cooks is very Middle Eastern, lots of spices. I think that had a big influence on me. That's where I developed my love of Middle Eastern food.
Don't want to eat it like that.
From the beginning of this competition, the whole experience has been pretty intense and hard work. And the children have been really supportive.
You're doing very well, girls.
Thank you.
And we know that Emma is doing this not just for herself, but for us as well.
I remember my first day like it was yesterday. How surreal it was to walk into that studio and to see John and Greg standing there and thinking, this is real, this is it.
Emma loves the flavours of the Middle East. Lots of spicy. And John, it's gorgeous. From a calling card, that lamb with the date sauce around the outside, it was truly delicious. Mate, you can cook. That is superb. I love it.
Whew, thank you.
It's absolutely bang on.
That's a very, very good baklava. It's magic. Emma doesn't just make dishes, Emma creates whole banquets on plates. That does make presentation difficult. It's crammed. There's got to be a better way of presenting that. It just needs to be polished a bit. Yes, she has an issue with presentation, but along the way, there's been some real gems.
I asked for a classic great pudding. I don't think I could have asked for more.
This is confident cooking. You know, you've got skills in there and you're showing it here.
Monica Galetti liked my food. I said to myself there and then, if I never get another good comment, I'm happy. Through this process, I've had to draw on every single reserve of strength that I've got inside. And I've been at breaking point.
Oh. Come on, come on, come on.
So you haven't got 3 sea bats in one go?
I missed one off, Chef. Sorry.
Oh.
But you know what? I've cooked for some incredible people.
How pretty is that?
I think my grandfather would have loved this.
For the first time.
You're looking sharp.
You have to live it to know how hard it is. I had no idea how tough this competition would be, and you know what? If I did know, I don't know if I still would have entered.
She needs help. She's struggling.
Hoping that I've done enough.
I probably surprised myself at just how determined I felt through this whole process.
To me, that's a 3-star Michelin dish.
Emma is one of the most exciting cooks that I've seen throughout MasterChef. For her, it's love on a plate. She puts her heart and soul into every single dish.
It's mesmerisingly good.
Whatever happens, you can't take away the fact that I am the final 3 of MasterChef. I feel really, really happy with what I've achieved, but of course now I just want to win it.
I was born in Gothenburg in Sweden. Didn't spend long there, came back to the UK and brought up in Essex and in London, really.
I can remember him doing magic to the kids in the street when he was about 6, wearing a bow tie on an elastic band and a big black cloak and waving a stick in the air.
Probably the first thing I can remember about food is very much going to my nan's and having 30 or 40 people packed around a table that probably seated 20. So much Greek food that you'd be eating for days. They're happy memories. It's when the family were all together. So growing up, I wanted to be a farmer once after going to a friend's house and having fun running around on the farm. I now work doing recruitment for architects, so I'm able to talk a lot, which is probably one of my loves.
Right, chaps. How's everyone all right?
Very well, sir.
Good stuff. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Cheers.
So outside of cooking and outside of work, I've got quite a few hobbies. I've played poker for probably a decade now.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, ready? Okay, watch. I learned to shuffle and got into magic. Queen of Hearts?
Yep.
And then obviously when I'm sat around the house and I'm a bit bored, a bit of sewing as well on the side. If I get into something and I enjoy it, I really focus. If I work hard, like I have at cooking, it turns out I can turn my hand at it.
Toast to your success here, and may you be the winner.
Thank you very much.
Tony is full of invention and full of ambition. Your cooking skill is very, very good indeed.
I am staggered at what you've managed to do in an hour and a quarter.
I've absolutely grafted to get this far. Trying to write menus, constantly thinking about food and practicing.
He loves to plan. Little drawings, it's all about control. His issue has been invention.
Monica was definitely my lowest point.
It's a shame. I've heard some great things about your cooking. I'm disappointed by your plate.
A plate of food that didn't work, and for someone that I really look up to and aspire to. With Lee in the typing room, that was an absolute disaster.
This is just too slow and it's not working, so I'm going to take it off the menu. I am quite disappointed about that, all right?
He did have a wobble in the middle, but Tony has picked himself back up. He has got stronger and stronger as the competition gone on. He's got real style and real class. For me, the best of Tony's dishes can be seen in his desserts. He is very good at them. Superb. Wow! Look at that.
This is a crowd pleaser. I love it. I'm going to keep eating it.
That is speaking to my inner depths. That's just heaven on a plate for me.
You enter the competition and you always think that you can do well, but when you actually start pushing yourself, my expectations have been massively passed.
Oh, wow, isn't that great?
Beautifully done. Definitely gets my vote.
Thank you very much, Chef. Appreciate that.
Your pants are burning.
Working with the chefs that we have, I've learned when I've made mistakes.
It looks a little bit raw in the centre, I would say.
Yes. But I've changed and adapted and grown as a chef.
I never thought you would make it, but you did, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's been amazing.
Be precise, OK?
Tony, that looks stunning.
I'm struggling to believe this is being cooked by an amateur.
I admire Tony. His food is delicious. There is a slight, beautiful, lovely craziness about his dishes, and I love him for it.
It'd be absolutely massive if I won. I've spent the whole competition working hard for this. It has been epic, but so worth it, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
I was born in Chadderton, in Oldham. I've just always been here, never really travelled. Put down some roots here and just stuck around. I've always liked cooking. When I was 8, I won a competition. You all got to write what you wanted to do, and you could possibly win a chance to go and do that for a day. Everyone else wanted to be a footballer or an astronaut. I wanted to be a chef. I got to go and do that. It was just a really good day. I remember it now. Yeah, it stuck in my mind, definitely. Dad died when I was very young. It's a big thing to have to contend with that at such a young age. There was just my mum and my sister, Joanna. We're quite a close family unit. We have a really close relationship. We try and catch up as often as we can. We'll have a steak and watch a movie and drink wine.
We're really close now, yeah. We went when we were younger. We used to fight all the time. Used to be the annoying older brother. He's just a really genuine guy. He's really generous, he's kind, he's really supportive, and he's fun.
I'd first had children when I was 19. Cooking went out the window then. You couldn't be out cooking on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. You know, you need to be at home. I've always liked computers, so that's the path I went down. Being young and having a young family, it was the right thing to do. We've got 4 children. There's Alex, there's Liam, and then there's Cameron. And then we've got little Charlotte, who's 6.
All right. Yeah. He'll do anything for his kids. He's always there for them, always cooking for them.
That was still
Hard.
Yeah. Why?
I had maths.
He spent a lot of time with his kids and bringing his kids up. It's his time now. It's time for him to do something that he wants to do.
After my first day, I thought a nerve's going to get the better of me, mainly because it's so important to me.
Listen, don't be so scared. Come here, look.
Really appreciate the amount of skill in here.
Quite why you were shaking in your trainers, I've no idea. Simon is an incredible talent.
This food has been brilliant. It's delicious, it's refined.
It's a really lively, vivid plate of food.
but I've had low points.
It's like my mother's old medicine. This tastes disgusting.
Your beetroot and chocolate ice cream? I don't like it at all.
But we learn from your mistakes.
Simon's journey has been remarkable. Whoever wins today, I honestly believe Simon is going to go on to have a professional career in food.
Keep going, keep going.
You're making music on a plate.
With my cooking, that was the first time that I had eaten Michelin star food, and I cooked it.
I think this is the best, no doubt.
Very, very good. Very impressive, to be honest.
Yeah, go on.
That's something I might even steal.
Service, please.
Very good speed, Simon. Don't stop. You're doing well. You're doing great.
It is absolutely superb.
Thank you. I'm impressed with that one.
Are you going to nick that idea?
It's already in my new book.
Everything I say to you, you immediately listen, taste, and you do the right thing. Bravo.
There's so many layers of flavours. It takes a very skilled cook to put this together right.
Walk into that room in front of 5 people, and you aspire to cook like them, and you want to be as good as them one day. That's the biggest privilege that anyone who likes to cook can get.
Can I ask you, what's your day job?
I work in data.
I think, to be honest with you, it's time to quit the data.
Thank you.
Simon came in here with enormous ambition. He wanted to cook like a chef, and right now, he is. That man is a talent. Welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen for the final time. I would just like to say how incredible I think you are. Cook from your heart. Cook as well as you can. Do yourselves proud. You three have worked so hard through this competition and you all deserve to be here right now. But only one of you will be our champion. You have 3 hours to cook your 3 courses. And at the end of this, one of you will be crowned our champion. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, let's cook. Today, you and I are gonna eat like kings.
This has got to be one of the biggest things I've ever done. Now, of course, there's one position that we all want, and there's 3 of us going for it. I massively want to lift the trophy.
What does this day mean to you, Tony?
We've put our heart and soul into this. But if I'm not the person at the end of the day that wins the trophy, I'll be disappointed, absolutely, but I'll be really proud of how far I've got and very supportive of whoever wins at the end of the day.
Oh, kafooey. Absolute kafooey. You've got to be joking.
What gave it away?
Aha! You want to win this, don't you?
Of course, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't enter a competition if you didn't want to win.
When you've given yourself too much to do, we've seen you burn yourself.
Yeah.
We've seen you drop things.
Yeah.
You're not going to do something crazy and silly today, are you?
One more round, let's get through it, and I won't make any mistakes today. You know what? There's a lot riding on this, but I'm organised, I'm going to be methodical, I'm going to work clean, and we're going to get it done.
In these 3 courses, there is a huge amount of confidence because in every single course, there's something which is a little bit daring and a little bit unusual. Starter, sea bass, served with salty Parma ham, smoky porcini mushrooms, sweet figs, and sweet potatoes as well. I hope Tony knows what he's doing, because sticking a fig with a sea bass isn't an obvious choice. It's very, very unusual. That dish is going to have to be balanced really well. What really impresses me about Tony's menu is the main course. The guinea fowl stuffed with truffle. And a leg stuffed with false meat. He's also got tarragon sauce and a tarragon jelly going on there. It sounds opulent, it sounds hugely indulgent, and I've got to tell you, I'm really, really looking forward to it. He's serving that with asparagus and then charred romanesco.
Tastes gorgeous and it looks crazy. A bit like me.
Really strong, powerful cauliflower, which is burnt. I think that's a dangerous thing to be putting on a plate which is so classic.
I'm definitely taking a few risks here, but I think at this stage you need to challenge yourself and show them that you have learned, that you can push yourself and that all the techniques that you've learned over the competition will come through.
Tony has made a reputation for himself on MasterChef with his desserts. He realises he's got to absolutely go for it, and he is going for it.
I've become a bit of a dessert king, according to Greg. Got a few tricks up my sleeve, and I'm showing a lot of different technique, and I'm quite confident now that I can pull off all the different elements.
The work going on with Tony's dessert is simply unbelievable. He has got 2 different fruit parfaits. He's got a chocolate mousse. And he's got a raspberry sorbet. That is a lot of technical work.
Semi-positive at the moment. My dessert elements are probably the most time-critical.
If Tony actually manages to pull all this off, that is a mega, mega achievement.
There's a lot of work to do. 3 hours, 3 dishes, 36 different elements I think I worked out. Probably about 70 different processes too. But it's the MasterChef Final and, you know, we have to do that. If they can come together in the 3 hours, should hopefully be a menu to remember.
Two hours left. Your first hour is gone.
I really have to stick with what I love and what I feel confident in. The finals is not the time to start deviating from that. I think if you're going to put forward a menu of things that you absolutely love, You've got to nail it. You've just got to.
Days don't get much bigger, do they?
No, this is probably the biggest day of my life, actually.
And how are you feeling?
I'm excited with a hint of nerves and trepidation because so much rides on what I'm doing in the next 3 hours. But I really want to enjoy it because this is the last time I'm going to be in the MasterChef kitchen ever. So I want to remember this. I'm devastated that this is the last day, I really am.
I'm really happy that Emma is being true to herself and actually cooking the food that she really believes in and that she really loves.
Starting off with scallops. Emma wants those scallops to be poached. She's doing them in a plastic bag instead with the infused oils. Clever way of doing it, as long as they're cooked all the way through.
Using a technique which I'm not hugely familiar with, but I think it's a really nice way to keep the scallops nice and fresh without overcooking them.
Then we've got the black quinoa, and we've got lemon and coriander dressing. It needs to be sharp, but at the same time not too sharp, with that little hint of coriander and a bit of spice from the chilli. Then we've got pearls of beetroot.
Very brave of Emma to take on all this technical stuff with her starter. The main course, to cook a tagine, that is a bold, bold statement. Because that's not refined, but it can be absolutely delicious.
A lamb tagine is a lamb shank. It's going to be falling off the bone, it's going to be succulent and delicious.
I have to be really careful with my sense of timing and get the balance of the spices right as well.
Then we've got couscous.
I don't think the average person would say, yeah, I'll make couscous from scratch. It's a big risk for me getting that right within the time, but I have to take a risk. I can't, I can't sit back and make it easy for myself.
Dessert, Emma is going nuts. Caramel pistachio covered in chocolate, sitting on a meringue with pears, with cherries and chantilly cream. John, that is real indulgence. She's really going for it.
The tart has to be crunchy and crispy. The Italian meringue has to be lovely and aerated and marshmallow-like. That salted caramel has to be salty but still sticky. The pears are going to be poached just beautifully. And that chantilly cream has to be strong and powerful. Emma's 3 courses are really interesting and actually quite extravagant. But for me right now, it's about how the food looks, because I know it's going to taste great, I know it's going to come from the heart, but how's it going to look?
I'm feeling nervous because this is the finale, this is the end, this is everything now. Whatever happens, I really want to go out on a high. I hope it's enough.
You're halfway. Hour and a half left.
You can't come into the MasterChef Final and not try and stand out. This is what it's all been about. Very few words that can sum up how much I want this. I've wanted to do this for ages. It's just a lifelong ambition.
How nervous are you today? Because you look as tight as a rubber ball.
Yeah, I mean, I've been up since 3 this morning. It's a lifetime ambition. Not many people get the chance to fulfil it, and if I'm lucky enough, it's going to be good.
Simon, good luck.
Thank you.
I've got to tell you, I'm loving Simon's menu. but right now it's about as tense as it gets. I just hope that allows him the freedom to be able to produce his food with real elegance and real flavour. His starter is octopus with chorizo with a smoky dressing with sherry vinegar.
Then he's got some lovely little cannellini beans. That is beautiful. John, you can just taste that, can't you?
His job is to make sure that octopus is lovely and tender and not chewy. If Simon gets that octopus wrong, the dish is finished.
My biggest worry is the octopus. The octopus that you get in the MasterChef kitchen is a bit more like a kraken than an octopus. It's huge. Luckily, it's got 8 legs, so we could have octopus 8 ways.
Simon's main course is a classic pigeon, and it's classic Simon.
Pigeon is something I haven't cooked yet in the competition.
Pigeon breast cooked on the bone, it's got to be perfectly cooked, still pink, but not too rare. It's leg meat turned into a tiny little bonbon, which has got to be lovely and spicy but crispy on the outside. A sauce made with blackberries and then carrots in different ways.
I remember John saying I'd take a carrot and suck all the life out of it. I think that's the only thing I haven't put right throughout this entire competition. So the carrots are going to be good.
He's doing little heritage carrots. He's doing a carrot puree and he's doing carrots vichy at the same time to prove to me that he can cook a carrot really well. And then he's got watercress puree, he's got some potatoes in little tiny balls he's going to cook in goose fat. It sounds like a really complex, delicious dish, and that to me is his statement, this bold, complex main course.
I'm expecting that to look absolutely fabulous and taste like restaurant quality.
Dessert is going to be my take on Tutti Frutti. Something I remember from being a kid, but I'm going to put my own twist on it.
We've got lemon posset, burnt grapefruit, lime air all together in this beautiful little bowl. This sounds fantastic. Huge amount of skill, huge amount of work, but right now, Simon has just got to relax a little bit.
It's critical. You can't come all this way and fall at the final hurdle. That'd be devastating. I'll put so much in. I need this to take my life forward. And do something I love and make people happy doing it along the way.
Right, you have 1 hour. Your last hour.
I'm really, really pushed. The most extraordinary amount of pressure. But I'm going to just do it. I've got to just do it, OK?
I'm borderline. I'm almost there. I am a little bit behind.
You on time, Tony?
I'm up against it. I need to get a few things on the go very quickly.
Better move them, mate.
We can claw it back.
You can see the panic starting to set in. You can see that all of them are becoming a little bit more frantic and realise they need to catch up on time. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got 30 minutes left.
Absolute pressure. You don't want to fall at the final hurdle.
Right, you've got 15 minutes.
just love finals day. I love the food we get to try. It's always extravagant and it's always delicious.
That's it. Stop.
Well done, man.
Bloody hell.
All right. Just think of the Prosecco.
Beautiful. Emma, would you like to come and join us? You okay?
Yeah.
First off, I like very much what you've cooked us. And I like very much that you've got the courage of your own convictions and that you've cooked your food.
Emma's starter is scallop cooked sous vide with black pepper and lemon oil, with scallop and cucumber salad, black quinoa, pickled radish, fennel and beetroot in a lemon, coriander, caraway seed, cardamom and chili dressing, with beetroot pearls and topped with sumac and micro herbs.
I love the shocking clash of colours of the lime green and the vivid pink because both those colours are refreshing, it's colourful. I like that. That's very, very modern.
Thank you.
I'm really impressed. The scallops are soft as you like. With that, the dressing, which is delicious, the black quinoa giving texture. I like your little pearls of beetroot, but for me, the big thing that makes it really good is that radish and fennel pickle with the scallop. I think it's absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
I'd eat that all day long, all day long.
It's lovely. It's so refreshing. You get the beautiful sweetness of the scallop, wonderful. You get a hint of coriander, you get a lot of lime, which makes it very refreshing, very clean, very, very tasty indeed.
Emma's main course is a lamb shank tagine, spiced with ras al hanout, cumin, Jerusalem spice mix, sumac, cinnamon and paprika, and cooked with prunes and black garlic. It's served with couscous, handmade from semolina flour, roasted harissa spiced chickpeas and Moroccan carrot salad, with chili, ginger, coriander and preserved lemons.
Very few people will understand how to get that balance absolutely right, but you get it right. You know the sweetness, the spiciness, the warmth, the feel of the dish. As for the couscous, I think it's just fantastic. It's really delicious, it's light as you like, and to think that you come in here with a box of semolina and make your own couscous, I think that's just fantastic. It means the dish is really special. And it tastes special because you care about it so much.
Thank you.
The meat is very, very well cooked. The flavouring inside the tagine is very, very good indeed. It is fruity, spicy. If you get a little bit of the pomegranate, you get sharpness. If you get one of the almonds, you get something more mellow. It's almost a different flavour sensation each time you go to eat. I am very tempted to pick up the bowl of couscous and stick it in the tagine, stir it all around, and actually have this for my supper. Very well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Emma's dessert is a chocolate and pistachio salted caramel tart topped with chocolate ganache. It's served on top of Italian meringue and accompanied by caramelised cinnamon pears, sour cherries and kirsch chantilly cream.
You've left the base that you've cooked it on the dish.
Oh no, I put the wrong one on there. I took the base off and put the wrong tart on then. Can't believe I did that. Sorry, guys.
It's not too sweet, which is incredible when you look down there and you think chocolate, caramel, chantilly, lovely saltiness and a beautiful texture to that tart. It's not too sticky, it's not too sweet. You get a nice big hit of chocolate and you get that saltiness. Lovely juice from the pear, lovely juice from the cherries, a whole, sweet, sticky, pudding, lover's delight.
Thank you.
You don't have to be a pudding lover to love this. You just got to like your food. And I really like it.
Thank you.
The whole thing is on this lovely sort of pillow of almost meringue and marshmallow with cinnamon pears. Then, of course, it becomes grown up because the booze inside that cream is enough to knock your socks off. It's really clever.
It's gone rather well, hasn't it?
I'm so, so happy I'm fit to burst. I couldn't have asked for a better final. I'm feeling on top of the world. To be sitting around that table, you know, finals, is incredible. And then to get positive comments, I'm really, really pleased, really pleased.
Tony, up you come. Remarkable. Quite remarkable. Little works of art. Thank you.
They look incredible. Let's hope they taste incredible.
Tony's starter is pan-seared sea bass with porcini mushrooms, parma ham, figs, sweet potato puree, and a fig jus enriched with fish stock and butter.
I love your sauce. The fig in that sauce is almost like the taste of a hint of red wine, which is absolutely beautiful with the fish. Love the saltiness of the ham, love the delicate way you've cooked that fish. The fig and fish is leaving me slightly uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable enough to not eat it. I'm not convinced that fig and fish is the right thing to do. How it does not stop me admiring the work, the presentation, the skill, and the quality of that sauce.
I love it. And I'll tell you what I love, and it really surprises me, is the strength of that smoky porcini wrapped around salty ham with the sweet fig. And then a little tiny hint of the sea. Beautifully cooked fish where you just touch it and it falls apart, and all of it mopped up with that delicious sauce. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, very, very good indeed.
Tony's main course is guinea fowl served two ways. First, the breast stuffed with truffles, butter and tarragon and cooked sous vide. The second is guinea fowl leg stuffed with thigh meat, shallots and morels and cooked in duck fat and tarragon. He's also served charred Romanesco cauliflower, asparagus and morel spears, pomme puree with truffle oil, tarragon jelly and a tarragon and white wine sauce.
Now, I have to confess, I've been so looking forward to this from the moment you told me what you were cooking.
Good.
All right, and
Fingers
it
crossed.
looks every inch as good as I was hoping it'd look. The two types of guinea fowl that you've done are absolutely superb. The leg crispy on the outside, the false meat inside is so tasty and it's seasoned to perfection. The mashed potato, you couldn't get more luxurious mashed potato if you wanted to. The one that really gets me is the truffle going through the breast. You get a bit of tarragon jelly on there as well, giving you a little bit of sharpness, and then the nice soft meat, and then you just melt away into the land of truffle. That is heady, that is indulgent, that is luxurious. That's regal.
I've got to agree with Greg on every single count. I think it is really clever. I think it's really fine. I think it's highly skilled. Everything is cooked beautifully. To me, there's a dish where you go to a restaurant and the silver cloche has been lifted, and I just think that Romanesco is not in place. It's the sort of unwanted guest around a posh dinner table.
As I'm often an unwanted guest at a posh dinner party, I like it. I like the Romanesco. I do. I like it all.
For his dessert, Tony has made raspberry and blackberry parfait, raspberry sorbet with a chocolate ring, and a dark chocolate mousse served with edible flowers.
The colours are vibrant, to say the least.
Yep.
But the skill in this dish, I am really, really impressed.
Thank you.
Your work with chocolate is really impressive. Your sorbet is stunning because it's fruity and it's sharp. One that I admire the most is this parfait. It is superb. It is creamy and it is fruity, and you can't help being drawn back to it and back to it. I think that is an absolute triumph and a winner.
You know what I really like about this plate? It's about growing up. The little parfait, it's the first taste of an ice cream. Chocolate mousse. I can taste my first chocolate mousse as an apprentice chef. I can taste my first really posh sorbet as I decided that I was getting fat and had to eat sorbet instead of creamy desserts. I know where I was, and I love you for it.
That's a brilliant summing up, John. Growing up, becoming a chef, getting old and fat.
That's it.
3 stages of John Turone.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you both very much.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.
Cheers. Yeah, I feel absolutely great now. 3 plates of food that I'm really proud of. Great comments from John and Greg as well, so yeah, really chuffed.
Simon, up you come, please. Looks superb.
Thank you.
Looks professional. Looks very, very good indeed.
Great. Actually, better than great. They look fantastic.
Simon has made a starter of octopus, cooked in a pressure cooker with wine, carrots, onion, celery and bay leaf, and then finished in the pan with herb garlic butter. It's served with chorizo crisps, cannellini bean and chorizo salad, brunoise tomatoes, and an aged sherry and smoked paprika vinaigrette.
That's beautiful. That's just beautiful.
The octopus is cooked perfectly. A little hint of the sea in the background. There's that lovely smoky paprika coming from the chorizo, salty olives with the lovely beans. This dish tastes better than it looks. It delivers in bucketfuls.
It's the flavours of Spain. Once you get that sweetness of the sherry in the oil and the saltiness of the olive in the oil, what it then does to that squid and chorizo is it sets the whole thing alight. Just started to dance inside my mouth. Incredible flavours. Very good. Good lad.
Thank you.
Simon's main course is squab pigeon served 2 ways, roasted breast and a pigeon leg bonbon stuffed with pigeon leg meat, chicken, mushroom duxelle and armagnac. It's served with 3 types of heritage carrots, cooked sous vide in butter, salt and thyme, pomme parisienne, roasted in goose fat and seasoned with smoked salt and garlic, girole and trompette mushrooms, carrot puree, watercress puree, and a cassis jus.
I marvel at the mind that comes up with the 5 little green dots that just sing, that just scream from the plate.
Delicious. Every single morsel on that plate is delicious. Bring the whole lot together and it is fantastic. The pigeon with the mushrooms and that sweet buttery carrot puree that tastes of carrots, hallelujah, is a wonder. The pigeon breast cooked to perfection. It's sweet, it's moist, it's still pink. You just want to pick up the whole pigeon and eat it off the bone. It's really, absolutely bang on the money in every way, shape and form.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very, very, very good. The smokiness on the crispy potatoes,
the butteriness through the puree, the depth of flavour in the sauce. Very pleased for you, mate, because your ambition's been sky high since you got here. You've worked very hard. I'm very, very pleased for you. That's a beautiful dish.
Simon's final dish is lemon posset topped with 7 garnishes. Citrus tutti frutti, charred grapefruit and orange segments, a lime tuile, limoncello pistachio crumb, edible flowers, tarragon leaves, and a lime air.
The prettiest posset in the land. I have to say, it really is. It's just really dainty, really elegant. Yeah, you've tarted up your posset very well. Yeah. It's a very good lemon posset. It's almost too sharp and it comes back down again with sweetness. What I do really love is the pink grapefruit because your mouth is full of creamy, sharp sweetness. Once you put your tooth into the pink grapefruit, you get sharp juice, which cleanses your palate. I love it when desserts do that. Well done for that. Do you know why I love you? Because you take something quite ordinary and you make it really special. And that's what you've done. You have taken the time to make a really good posset. That lime air, which is really vibrant and quite sharp, with the tuile, which is sweet, chewy, and the little fleck of aniseed running through the back of it. I really like it. I would eat the whole lot. And the reason I'd eat the whole lot is because everything else here is rich and it's indulgent and it's bold. And for me, this cleanses my palate. It's a special thing to finish off a really, really special menu. You can breathe now.
Yeah, I must try to remember to do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Shaking's back.
Well done, mate. Smash that.
It's always been my aim throughout the competition, perfect plates of food. It's a good time to do it. I couldn't have asked for better comments, so, you know, what will be now.
Thank you so much indeed. I mean, there's now no doubt over how special you three really are. We've now got to crown one of you our champion. Thank you so very much. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Thank you for everything.
Wowee. They're good, aren't they? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're good. That was absolutely amazing. I don't want this competition to finish. I really don't. I really, really don't. I mean, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's been a joy. I don't want to get all soppy and soft. I know we've got a decision to make, but they're lovely and they cook brilliantly. I have to say, this year's MasterChef has seen a revolution. The benchmark has just been raised. Tony, for me, is a well-planned, extremely precise cook who delivers food with great flavour.
I feel that I've gone as far as I ever expected myself to. I've exceeded all of my hopes and dreams.
Emma has brought a new style of cuisine to the competition. Emma's menu showed style, it showed courage, and it showed her generosity of spirit and her absolute desire to feed people good food.
When my last daughter was born, was the last time I felt this sheer elation. I'm absolutely over the moon.
I think Simon is a class act. What that guy has learned is lunacy. Simon just keeps on getting better and better.
No matter what happens, I can walk out of here with my head held high now, and I've done the best I possibly could.
I'll tell you something, a little secret. I worry at the start of every competition that we won't actually discover talent like we found before. But they're out there, and we keep on finding them. The Simons, the Tonys, the Emmas, they're there. They're in their own kitchens cooking. Unfortunately, only one of the three can be our champion.
Talking away, I don't know what to say, I'll say it anyway. Today isn't my day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay?
I look forward to MasterChef Final days, and we had a feast today. I mean, you really did go for it. I'm going to remember this competition and this day particularly for a long, long while. We made our decision.
I'll be gone in a day or two.
Our MasterChef champion is Simon.
Happiness, more or less, it's just a change of me, something in my liberty. Oh my Happiness,
So deserve it.
and growing. I watch you look up and watch my people growing. I know just where I am.
I'm really sad that it's over, but I've learned a lot about myself, and I will cherish these moments forever. I really will.
So pleased for you, mate. That is well deserved. It's been so much fun. It's been stressful at times, but it's been a really, really brilliant time. Enjoy.
With fire in my hands, happiness, more or less, it's just a change of me, something in my liberty. Happiness coming and going. I watch you look up and watch my people growing. I know,
Brilliant. Brilliantly well done. You are amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
I'm shaking inside, to be honest. It's so surreal. It really is. I can't begin to describe how happy I am. It's totally emotional.
it's just a change of me, something in my liberty.
I can't believe it. It's life-changing. It's everything I wanted it to be and more besides.
What a champion, what a cook, and we get to put him out into the real world. Today, we actually got to fulfil somebody's dream. Simon is brilliant. You deserve it, young man. You worked very hard.
It's just been brilliant.
What are you going to do now it's over?
Get better.
I believe you. To you. Congratulations. Well done, son.
I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Happiness, more or less, it's just a change of me, something in my liberty.
It's been brilliant, hasn't it? Yeah. You've been good this year. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you finally understood how it works.